What's up, guys? It's Jules. It is time for the last Stitch with Me for Ronnie Rowe's Market. I want to say Market Square Tavern. It's either Market Square or Marketplace Tavern. I'm having a little bit of a brain squeeze at the moment, so it should be fine. So, just getting a little prepared here. Dogs are being fed outside. It's been a busy Saturday. I had to work. Came home and helped the husband wrap a birthday present for a 17-year-old kid who's basically, he's known since she was born, to his best friends. So we've been busy. But now, you know what we are? We're ready to stitch is what we are. So let me just double check right now where I'm at with this, because I don't think I highlighted real well. I'm going to do a few stitches first just so I can elucidate the pattern. And Coco's outside barking if you can't hear her. She's like, what is going on? What? Let me just highlight a smidgen here. Alright, so, guys, I have done something that I have not done in a while, which is not 100% true because I just did it last week. You know, ordering more patterns. I ordered more patterns. Now, you know, well, you may not know, but you know that I've been looking for that, what do you call it, Abraham Lincoln with Charity for All. And one of my amazing viewers found it for me and linked me to it. And I was able to order it, and they said they had it, and they said they shipped it. So I am just unbelievably excited to get this as soon as possible. And I'll probably get it later in the week. But, so the other thing my husband and I were doing the other night is we both enjoy jigsaw puzzles. But I don't have a lot of time for jigsaw puzzles because I tend to do a lot of cross stitch. But he likes jigsaw puzzles. And when I've done jigsaw puzzles in the past, I've always done like the really big ones. I once did like a 9,000 piece puzzle. And they take forever. But I was very excited about it. And actually, you know what? Let me move my clipboard so it's more in line with where my head wants to be here. And so anyway, as you can see, there is, I don't know what that is. It's some kind of yellow stain. Don't know what it is. But anyway, hold on. There we go. And so we were looking at this jigsaw puzzle site, and I think we're going to be insane and actually get something ridiculous. Like, we talked about actually getting like the Gigantor Disney scenes one that's like 40,000 pieces and just kind of ridiculous. But the thing is, it sounds like it's crazy, but what it really is 10 4,000 piece puzzles joined together. And it comes that way. It comes bagged that way. So it's really not as crazy as it might seem. So we were looking at that, which honestly we're probably going to get at some point. We just got to figure out like where in the house we can actually set out a puzzle like that wouldn't be destroyed by dogs or cats or axolotls or anything like that. And so in the process of looking for that, I came across a puzzle that I had always talked about doing and always wanted to do. And it was a Ravensburger puzzle called the Tower of Babel. And it was like a 5,000 piece puzzle, and it's basically like this tower that was built, almost looks like a coliseum with a top on it, and almost like a cake with like a bigger base and then a smaller part and then a smaller part and whatnot going up. But it's ancient, right? And so it represents the I'm going to totally get this wrong, but it represents the fact that like when man was first created, that everybody spoke the same language, but then I forgot, like the Tower of Babel was destroyed or something like that, and then we all split apart in different languages and we couldn't understand each other. I don't remember. I'm not saying that right, so don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. And it's very ancient, you know, ancient looking, and it's just so cool. And I thought, man, and actually I was talking to Mark, about my husband, about how much I loved this puzzle. And I'm like, but, you know, I don't have time to do it, and da-da-da. He goes, well, have you ever seen a cross stitch? And I'm like, well, no, I've never seen a cross stitch, which then led me to quickly Googling that in cross stitch. And you know what? Scarlet Quince did it. I was like, I cannot believe. Okay, I just pulled that right through and popped that snag. I cannot believe that Scarlet Quince has it. And so I ordered it. I just ordered it this afternoon. So I don't think I'll have it because of the holiday weekend. I don't think I'll have it until, I won't have it this coming week, but I'll have it the following week. And it isn't anything that I am planning on doing anytime soon. So, but it is a futuristic, larger project that will be gorgeous when the day comes. Oh, I totally did that wrong. I'll tell you what. Okay, so look at this. So I have this half cross stitch right here, right? So I have done it perfectly right here. Like you can see where it's in the hole, but then over here it's not. It's like right between it. Now I could attempt to pull that through, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it over one more time and actually put it right where it's supposed to. So it doesn't weaken the thread and it doesn't slow me down. And then I just do my full cross stitch if I can get it right, because I don't have my glasses on. And I should when I'm doing this piece, but there we go. So it's a little thicker, but in the end, you can't really tell. Ow, I just poked myself. Ow, I poked myself again. So, but there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. 1, 2, 3. You can see how close I am to getting done. I really just got to do like down this area. I could do that this week. So I'm thinking possibly that this coming week might be the showing this being done, or it'll be very close. It'll be very close. My husband inadvertently challenged, no, I'm not even going to say inadvertently. I think he did it on purpose. He'll be like, honey, because we got the 40, you know, so we didn't get it, but we're talking about getting this gigantic 40,000 piece puzzle. And I was just like, well, I wonder, honey, will we get the puzzle done before I get Old World Map done too? And he's like, oh, of course we get the puzzle done before we get that Old World Map. He's like, you have a finishing problem. You don't want to finish pieces. And I was like, what? He's like, well, look at, you know, look at Ronnie Rowe. And I'm like, well, okay, you got me there. So anyway, but I was like, I'm going to finish. And so I'm kind of on a mission. The problem is I can't, because I'm so close to getting to the end on this, and it's sort of like reverse logic with it, that I'm more thinking that, I don't know, how do I say this? Like, I just don't want to work on it for very long. I'm not sure why that is. You're going to have to do some psychiatry on me. But let's get that right there. There. I'll have to show you. You know what? When I'm done with the Stitch with Me video, I'm going to have to video my husband's birthday present to his little. Honestly, she's pretty much a niece to him. He's known her so long. And so, but anyway, it'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool, dudes. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. All these balloons, and it's, I mean, he always likes to make these elaborate presents for these kids that are like, you just can't rip them open and enjoy them. Like last year, he put the presents in for the kids in these puzzle boxes that took them like a solid 15 minutes to open. It was pretty funny, and they're just like, okay, what's gonna happen now? They always look forward to it. So this is a pretty good one. That's gonna be pretty awesome. Right here. There we go. So let's see. So I've recently bought the 2 sports patterns, and I bought, I'm gonna have to highlight this. And then I also bought, I didn't bring my drink up with me. Dang it. Sports patterns, Lincoln, and Babel, Tower of Babel. And for right now, that's fine. I still feel like there's something else out there for me, though. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Bump, bump, right here. because, I mean, it's not like I'm starting any of those anytime. I've got so many between now and then, but I've been feeling a little, I don't know, like I needed something else to look forward to, which just sounds silly because I have so much that I can be doing. But I just want something different. So I won't need to worry about getting any more patterns for quite some time. Which is good. Oops. Ooh, somebody's mad downstairs. I took little Zuzu, not little, yeah, okay, she's not little, she's the biggest dog we have. Took old Zuzu into work today, which was enough to tire her out, thankfully. And me, her and me. Oh boy. Gonna need to tie off this thread here in a sec. Yikes. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Boop boop a doop. Boop boop a doop a doop a doop. Oh man. The back has been a bit sore as of late. Just popping my back. Popping the back. Alright, so stab. Stab, stab, stab. Let me just highlight down here. And then highlight it up here. I'm just trying to think because I still have a little bit here to do. I think I'm going to do this a little bit here and do that and then work my way up. I think that would be good. I just don't want to forget that I have that there to do. And be like, oh, it's done. And then, no, it's not. That would be disappointing. Ouch. Poked myself again. We're doing weekends. So I work today, and then I get tomorrow off and Monday off. I've got fantasy football drafts going on. I've got college football that I can watch. I'll probably watch a game tonight. Was it Michigan, Notre Dame, or something like that? Uh-oh, I did that wrong. Boom. Down one more. There we go. All right. So, stitch, 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 stitch. Stitchity, 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 stitch. I've been doing a lot of stitching so far this week, though. Thursday was like, I think I did 4 or 5 projects on Thursday. I just rotated through them. I worked on, well, between Thursday and then Friday night, I worked on Radiant Waterloo Place. I worked on, well, I worked a little bit on this one. I worked on, is it right here? There we go. I worked on a little bit of Apothecary Shop. I worked on, what else did I work on? I know I worked on a couple more. I worked a little bit on Stormtrooper, which is the one that I worked the most on, though. I'm struggling to, like, remember all of a sudden. My mind is already, like, filled with images of the new Stitchy Stitch. Potential cross stitch. Let me look behind me. I did some Reaper work. I did some... Yeah, just did some Reaper. There's something downstairs. Reaper, this, Rainy Water Place, and gosh, there was something else. Getting old is tough, guys. You just lose your memory. It just goes away. And it's sad. I think maybe I did so much on Rainy Water Replace that I felt like I must have done something else. But no, I know I stitched like most of the day on Thursday. Felt like I got a lot done. I did not work on Old World Map 2, although I am like ready to get going on it. So maybe that'll be tonight that we do that. But yeah, I really need to get that. Every time, like, especially every time it comes up in terms of, you are never gonna finish Old World Map 2. I'm like, yes, I am. And that's kind of how it is. Thursday, though, we went out, met my husband and a good close friend of mine, because he just picked up his new Tesla car that he has been waiting 2.5 years to get. And I'm sort of living vicariously through him right now, which is pretty amazing. I'm like, I'm not jealous, really. Okay, this is not where this is supposed to be. I'm not jealous. I just think it's cool. Would I own that car? No. I mean, I don't hardly drive, so why would I pay that much for a car that I'm just never going to drive? I mean, it would be cool if I had more money than anybody. I mean, it would be like, all right, well, maybe I'll get one just to, you know, pitter-patter around in it. But I don't need it, that's for sure. But he was pretty excited about it, and it was very sweet. I had gotten myself inside of a Model S many years ago, back when they first came out, and very impressive car. Just in terms of just the overall design, how it felt, how it drove. I did get to drive it. It was just all just really awesome. But this was the first Model 3 that I've seen in person, and I just think it's cool. I like the idea of electric cars. I think it's neat. I'd take a nap if it wasn't like 5 o'clock already, because I'm tired. But what I gotta just do is stay awake and go to bed a little early. Well, I shouldn't even say that. I'm always going to bed a little early. Last night I think it was like 9:30. Although I think my husband beat me by at least 20 minutes. We're very much early to bed, early to rise kind of people. Which I find you get so much more done. I used to get so much more done at night, and then I would sleep in till like about 7:38, and I didn't have to go to work until about 9, well, about 8:45, and I had plenty of time, you know. But now it's just kind of like, I don't know. When you're married, I suppose you want to get up a little earlier so you can see the other person before they go to work and hang out with them a little bit. So I find myself getting up earlier and doing that. There we go. There we go. It's going to be so gorgeous when it's done. And then I can work on the U.S. Congress piece. But I think I'll take a little bit of a break. Not to say that I won't necessarily go and get my fabric that I need. I need to get like a whole pile of fabric at some point here. And I do want to do that. But I'm just... you know what I need? I need to totally just kind of, how do I say, just get a list, you know, just pull everything out again, get a list of the fabric that I need for any of my future pieces, and go from there. Send an email to Christine at Stitching Shop, get it taken care of. It's all good. see. And this goes here. And that goes there. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let me highlight here for a quick second because there's a lot of disparate stitching going on. Disparate. Perfection. Perfecto. Bump, bump. And here. And here. But I'm gonna get a lot of stitching done this weekend. I swear. I swear. Now I know that we're gonna hang out with the gang tomorrow. Hang out with the crew, the motley crew, for the birthday party. But I've got the morning, I've got the evening, I've got all of Monday. I really need to get some solid progress done on some stuff. Like I keep saying. I just keep saying it. There we go. Doop-doop-doo. Boobity 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 boo. Boobity 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 boo. Alright. I'm going to tie this one off. Oh yeah. I'm so excited. I wonder if that Tower of Babel will be a blended piece. It didn't say anything, but coming from Scarlet Quince, I gotta think that it probably is, which is why it's gonna look so amazing. Oh, amazing. We'll see. We shall see. All right. There we go. Yeah, I'll just use this one again. Ah! There we go. Sorry, just wiping this cross-stitch madness out of my eyeballs. Cross-stitch madness. All right, we're going to go back up here and start focusing, maybe go across and come down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's getting exciting, folks. It's getting exciting. So then when I finish this one, oh, what did I do here? I incorporated that piece of floss into that. Well, look at there. I'll have this one and the dog's drool, and then I should be finishing E Pluribus Unum soon as well. Okay, okay, clipboard, stop being all attention getting. And that'll be awesome. And I'll have to pick out some smaller pieces then. Well, we'll have the Stitch, the Stitchy Stitch, the Stitch Along series. What should we call the Stitch Along series? Should we have like a name for it? Like, and I can't tell you really what's winning the poll right now. I haven't looked at the poll winners, but Bears might have a little bit of a lead. The I'm looking right now at like the comments that I'm getting because people are commenting instead of doing the poll, which is fine because depending upon what you are viewing, if you're not viewing your computer, you might not be able to vote in the poll that way. But come here pattern. Come here pattern. Let's get rid of the clipboard. But I think the Bears are ahead. There's, I mean, the whatchamacallits, the Bruins are getting a lot of votes too, so it's hard to say. So, I mean, they're both going to get done. It's just whether or not we follow along with one project or another. Ah! Snaggerific. Okay, let's do a better job of it. So, alright, so let me show you guys how I do this. Alright, so right now, I'm in the best possible place. Well, not quite. The best possible place for stitching is the right upper corner, because you can fold all the fabric down and to the left of what you're stitching. So you have like nothing up here. That's awesome. But what I have is, I'm doing the bottom right at the very end. So I have like all this fabric up here to get rid of. Not get rid of, but just get out of my way. And I've got all this over here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a tight roll. Let's make it smaller. Just to keep it out of my way. And then I don't have to roll the other half because it's naturally out of my way anyway. So we're just going to let it sit there. But I just need to get that out of my way so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Rock and roll. Okay. Dogs are going a little nuts. Not sure why. Just part of their natural tendencies. I think it's like middle to upper 80s today, maybe, where I'm at. And so this might be the last decently warm day for a little while. Because I think that the rest of the temperatures for the rest of the week is more like low 80s, maybe some high 70s. But the key is the lows are still in the 50s. So until we get those lows in the 40s, it won't truly feel like fall. But we've had some intermittent fall-like sensations around here, which is awesome. And of course, football started. I don't remember. I gotta go down and watch a football game tonight. Maybe. We'll see. I get awful antsy when I'm watching football nowadays. I have zero patience. I don't like the drama. I'm like, I don't want anybody to lose. I don't want anybody to get hurt, especially. Ah, push through, way through. So just so you know, I did look at that sports site that I got the Bears and the Bruins from. I did not find my beloved Blues a pattern for them. They had a lot of other sports teams. They did not have the Blues. That's okay. And then I just kind of Googled it, and I still haven't seen anything that I really like. So we're just going to kind of watch out for it and just see where it goes. It's no big deal. I'm totally tired. Probably need to take a cold shower or something after I'm done with this. Just kind of wake up a little bit, maybe. Grab me some Diet Dr. Pepper. I should grab water, but I'll probably grab Diet Dr. Pepper. Is it 1 or 2? It's 2. There we go. Wow, there must be something outside in the backyard, in the field maybe. I don't know why the Chihuahua always feels the need to be like the head instigator. He's always like the first one out, and he's the first one back in if anything happens. He thinks he's tough, but he's not. He is not. Uh-oh, snag. Snaggerific. Where am I? Here we go. That's not right. I didn't get both of those in there. There we go. Pop that a little bit. Now, do not be afraid of busting your threads. I've done that more times than I can count. And if you bust your threads, you're going to try and pull out a snag. And all you do is just frog backwards a little bit. Just pull your stuff out enough to where you can pull it through your needle again on the back side, and then get it tamped down or whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what I call it. Not a big deal. I've gotten a lot better though at getting snags out over the years. Through the years. Come here. Don't make me get my glasses. There we go. I might need to turn that fan on in that next room. It's getting a little stuffy in here. Not a surprise, just a wee bit stuffy. Ah, get in there. Sounds like the dog's drinking out of the water changing bucket for the fish. You can always tell by the sound of the lapping as far as who's doing it, because it's usually a very loud sound. And when it comes to, if I can hear it, where I'm hearing it, yeah, they're drinking out of the bucket that I need to dump the water out of. But I wanted to use that water to water the plants. So, oh well, that's alright, I gotta do a bit more water changing. But somebody's trying to drink it dry right now, I can tell. There and there. There we go. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm probably working a little bit of dachshund while I'm up here, because I got that right here. And work on more, getting more of the colors laid out. Stitching more. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what my back can handle. If my back can handle sitting here. I apologize for the yawn. I also apologize for how many of you guys that just yawned because I did. I'm sorry about that. That's just crazy. We're getting a fair bit done today though, aren't we? This is the first stitching I've gotten done all day, and it's got to be like close to 5. Hopefully get the video out in a couple hours at most. We shall see. Depends on what kind of upload I got. Or it also depends on if my husband's playing online or not. If he's got his games that he's playing, then it'll be really slow. Yep. Okay. Yikes. Come here. Oh, those are just little short ones, aren't they? Little short stitches. Man, it's just a beautiful day today. If it was just a little bit colder. Just a wee tad colder, it'd be perfect. So tomorrow may be perfect. We'll see. Whew. go. Another snag. Well, gilly gee willikers. Let's see. And all I'm doing is just I kind of ran my fingers through it and it came out. So that's awesome. That I like. Ah. That's called dropping a stitch. Get in there. Get in there, Floss. There we go. Perfect. All I had to do was yell at it. Alright, I gotta get my drink. Okay, so I know it's only like a second for you, but I don't even know how much time it was for me because I went in and got a drink and stretched out for a little bit. So my back was bothering me just a little bit. I was like, oh, I'll just lay down here and stretch for a second. And I laid down on the floor to stretch and I fell asleep, which is happening a fair bit. I'm like, I just lay here with my back and I'll just relax. But no, I fell asleep. So we're almost done with this bit of stitching along, and I'll get this thing done. But I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what was I doing? Oh my goodness, I'm glad I wasn't doing it live. Holy cow. You guys would have thought, you would have wondered what happened to me. Goodness. Ooh, thank you. Yeah. I've been known to fall asleep on the floor while stretching. So God, just lay my head back and just stretch out. And down I go. So, I'm just going to get right back on this. Do a little bit more. And then it's got to be getting close to the time for the football game to start. So I'm going to have to go downstairs and watch me some football games. And maybe fall asleep again. We'll see. You can tell it's definitely a little later because the phone's trying to die on me. And the sun's a little bit lower outside. There we go. Hoorah. Getting this done. Alright. I think I'm just going to end it right here, guys. I know it's like, wait, what? But I'm going to need more floss, more thread, and it's getting a little darker in this room for me. So it is definitely time to call it a Stitch With Me video. Number, I don't know, something. So, we're getting there. Look how little we have to do. We just got to go down to about here, and then we go up here, and we finish all that. So, if this isn't done by Thursday, then, I don't know, guys. It should be done by Thursday. It should absolutely be done. So, y'all have a great night. And I will see y'all real soon. I'll see y'all this later this week for Stitch With Me. And we'll see what other kind of progress I can make. So y'all have a good night or a good day or whatever you're doing. And I'll see you soon. Take care.